Hey everyone, welcome to Marvel Champions Monthly. This is Kennedy Hawk again. We're going to continue our Pump It Up Captain America deck playthroughs. Trying another camera setup and angle today, so let me know if you like this one better. Took a little bit of finagling in the office, but I think we got it set up. So today we are going to go Steve Rogers Pump It Up Captain America against Risky Business Norman Osborn. So he starts on level 2 side. We have the Goblin gimmicks, the suggested encounter set mixed in. So we'll get off by reading Hostile Takeover. Setup, put Criminal Enterprise into play. That is a environment card here. It enters play with 2 per player infamy counters on it. When there are no infamy counters, flip Norman Osborn and Criminal Enterprise. So we're going to put 2 counters on that right away. We're just going to use threat to represent these infamy counters. So we can flip Hostile Takeover. It starts with 2 threat per player, and when it gets to 7, it's going to pop. When it pops, you place 1 infamy counter, 1 per player, onto Criminal Enterprise, and then discard the top card of each player's deck for each infamy counter on Criminal Enterprise. Sounds bad. Norman Osborn says when he would attack, instead you're putting counters on Criminal Enterprise, so you're building up that giant mill. And when he would take damage, instead you remove the damage from Criminal Enterprise. So I've already shuffled my decks, but out of habit, I'm going to shuffle my player deck one more time. So yeah, those Criminal Enterprise counters, infamy counters, they're kind of just like shields for Norman Osborn. It's extra health we have to burn through. So we're going to draw our initial hand. I'll try to place it down here so you guys can see what's going on. We have a Fearless Determination, a Strength in Numbers, a Lead from the Front, a Tenacity, Captain America Shield, and Genius. We're definitely going to discard the Shield because we don't need both. I'm actually going to move my deck way over here so we have more room. Lead from the Front I don't think is very good turn 1, and same with Strength in Numbers and Tenacity. We will keep the rest. So we're getting Shield Toss, Tenacity, Squirrel Girl, and Steve's Apartment. And with our setup ability, we'll add Captain America Shield to our hand. So with that, we will get going. First things first, we will use this Tenacity to play Steve's Apartment. We can exhaust that to draw a card. It is an Avengers Mansion, which I really like. So we are going to pay 4. Yeah, 4 for an Avengers Mansion using Genius, Fearless Determination, and Shield Toss. That is going to pop the Avengers Mansion into play, which we will also exhaust to draw. We're getting all our draw set up real early, which is nice. The first ally we play is reduced by 1, so we're going to play Squirrel Girl, who will ping Norman Osborn for 1. We are out of resources at that point, so we're going to flip. I shouldn't have readied that stuff yet. Steve's just going to thwart. He's going to remove that 2 initial threat. And I'm going to keep his shield in my hand. So I'm drawing 4 cards to end my turn. We have our handy-dandy Hydra token. Since I can actually rotate my guy to thwart, I'll do that today. But I'll use this to remind myself that I've already triggered his ability, as one of the viewers has suggested. So, that was Cap's first turn. Norman's turn. He's going to get a threat to start the turn. He's going to try to attack us, but instead he's just going to get 2 infamy counters. So now he has 3 shields, and we will deal with a hazard card or a treachery card. So it is a private security specialist with guard. He's going to come into play, and we're going to have to deal with him before we can hit old Norman here. So that's cool. It's our go. We will draw a card with Avengers Mansion. We drew a Hawkeye. Big fan of that. I'm going to play my shield. And then I'm going to use a shield toss that I drew and discard an energy to return my shield to pop this security officer. So he'll go back to the encounter discard pile, which kind of has a glare on it today, so sorry about that. I guess Cap will thwart because we want that as low as humanly possible. We are going to flip. We can use Steve's Apartment to draw a card, see what we get. So now we reduce the cost of the first ally we play, so we can use Strength to play Hawkeye, and we can use this other Avengers Assembled to put this shield out. I'm going to quick get Hawkeye's arrows ready. In case we get any more nasty minions, they can start getting punched right up front. Pew pew. Pew pew for days. So, readying everything up. We're going to draw 6 cards this time. We've got 2 allies out there, so our draw engine is almost ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Alright, we have both of our Super Soldier Serums, Wonder Man, Avengers Tower, Strength in Numbers, and Heroic Strike. I'm going to ready myself, and we'll go to Norman's turn. So first things first, he will gain a threat here. This time he's actually going to scheme, so he's going to scheme for 5. Holy garbage. That's a lot. So placing 4 and flipping this 1. So he has almost popped this thing already. And then we will get an encounter card, which is Pumpkin Bombs. This is going to attach to Norman. I'll leave it here so you guys can read it. It's Pumpkin Bombs. Attached to the villain. Force response. After the villain attacks you, discard Pumpkin Bombs to take 2 indirect damage. Or as a hero, you can spend 2 fists to get rid of it. And that might be what we do, because we want to keep our allies out for the long haul. So that was bad guy turn. We're going to draw 2 cards here right away. Agent 13 and Shield Block. Agent 13 looks real nice right now. And her cost is reduced by 2. So I think I'm going to use my Shield Block and my Wonder Man to play Agent 13. She'll remove 2 threat from a scheme when she enters play. So that's done with. I think we've done all the alter ego actions we need to do, so we're going to flip. We are going to play Strength in Numbers, which lets us exhaust our 3 allies to draw 3 cards. So we now have enough to play all our Super Soldier Serums, which is probably what we're going to do for this turn. We're just going to treat this first deck pass as setup, I think. We don't necessarily want to pop him to Green Goblin form until we're really ready to go. So we are going to use 2 Heroic Strikes to play a Super Soldier Serum, and I'm actually going to reserve some room here on the board. Put my discard pile way up here, my deck out of the way. So we've got our shield, we've now got a Super Soldier Serum. We will also pay with Power of Leadership and Falcon for another Super Soldier Serum, and we'll use those 2 to play Avengers Tower. We don't have all Avengers because Agent 13 isn't one, but we can still use it to reduce the cost of future Avengers. Steve will thwart, and we'll make do with that. So we've got a lot of stuff on the board in just a few turns. We're drawing 5. We've almost decked ourselves at this point. And we've got 3 allies. So every time we see Strength in Numbers, it can basically just mean draw 3 cards, which is really good. All right. Norman's turn. So he's going to gain a threat here. Instead of attacking us, he's going to gain 2 more shields. And our encounter card is a Goblin Glider. So we might have to spend some time getting rid of this. Attached to the enemy with the highest printed hit points, it becomes a +1 attack. We can spend 2 lightning bolts to get rid of it. We probably will. Let's just be honest. All right. With that, it's our go. I'm going to spend these 2 Super Soldier Serums to get rid of Pumpkin Bombs. I'll draw a card with Avengers Mansion. It's a Strength in Numbers, which is great, because I will use that to draw 3 more cards. We're really just like thinning our deck as much as possible here. We have a Fearless Determination to play, so we can draw another card, and we have +1 thwart. That lets us thwart everything from the main scheme, which feels pretty good. We've got a ton of stuff left in our hand. These morale boosts really don't do much for us for now, so I'm going to pay with them. So I'll pay 2 morale boosts to get a Tenacity out. I will pay a Lead from the Front to get Cap's Helmet out. And I think we sit in this form and call it a day. I'm going to drop some stuff. Actually, I've got 2 lightning bolts. So we'll get rid of Goblin Glider too. Just get rid of that stuff while we can. And we're ready. We're ready. So we've got our helmet, our shield, the tenacity, 2 super soldier serums, 3 locations. We're going to keep this heroic strike in hand. So far we have a heroic strike and an Avengers Assembled. We are going to deck ourselves so we get a bonus and counter card this turn. Trying to keep that discard pile organized for you guys this time. Trying a little something different with video editing, so it's going to take longer for this video to post than the last couple have, because I'm going to have to combine a couple camera sources that I couldn't get to talk to my computer. So this is pretty cool. First deck pass, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards out of our deck. So we're down to a 29 card deck, 27, because there's 2 in our hand that we know we want for our big whammo blammo turn. So things are looking really sweet. The only thing I would change is I would love to get rid of Agent 13 to play another Avenger. So she's probably going to start thwarting. I mean, if I play something, she'll just discard, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, so we have a shield block, 2 copies of Avengers Assembled, a strength in numbers, and a heroic strike. Bad guy's turn. He's going to get 1 threat. He's going to give himself 2 more shields, because we're really bad at this game. And then he's going to scheme. That's terrifying. That's his encounter card. So he's scheming for 4. Going to use all of the threat tokens that I own today. And we have this bonus encounter card from decking out, and it's Shadows of the Past. Why wouldn't it be? So Baron Zemo's coming out, as is this side scheme. That's going to discard a 1, so we take 1 damage from that. And we're going to shuffle these 3 Hydra guys. Into the deck. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. All that good stuff. Shuffle, shuffle. You guys know how that goes. Baron Zemo will also quick strike us because we are in hero form. That never happened in the game the other day, so we just lost 3 more health from Baron Zemo. But the good news is we got lots of guys out. Hawkeye can snipe him for 2, so we'll definitely do that while we can. We kind of need to. Alright. Encounter deck is shuffled. And away we go. I guess we could have shield blocked that. That would have been smart. It's too late now. It's our turn. We're going to Avengers Mansion right away. So that draws us a card. It's another shield block. No biggie. We are going to strength in numbers for 3 resources. For 3 cards. Resources cards, same thing to me right now. I forgot to put threat on the side scheme, someone just pointed out on the stream, so there. 3 threat in the side scheme. We got to get rid of that, obviously. Alright, we're going to Fearless Determination, so that pumps Cap to 3 thwarts. I just drew from the wrong deck. So lead from the front. We've got a lot of cards in our hand. We did draw a Shield Toss and all that garbage, which is going to be nice for getting rid of Baron Zemo. I just have to decide what I want to do with that. So, first things first, Cap is going to get rid of this side scheme. So I think that's important. I can't thwart yet. I have to kill a guy first. There's a guy in the way that's telling me I can't thwart, and then I just tried to. That was silly. That was very silly. I guess we'll shield toss right away. So we're going to shield toss and pay with our 2 shield blocks. So that'll hit Baron Zemo. Get rid of him, and that'll get rid of 4 shields there. So he's down to only 3 shields on Criminal Enterprise. Now we can thwart because Baron Zemo is gone. Everything is now exhausted, but we've got some tricks up our sleeve. So we will pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for an Avengers Assemble. So that's going to ready Hawkeye, Squirrel Girl, and Cap. And they all have +1/+1 to their stats. So that's really good right now. So Cap is now 4 thwart. So for thwart, he'll remove that because we played a heroic or a Fearless Determination and a Avengers Assemble this turn. Squirrel Girl can hit for 2. I think we're going to try to flip him this turn. Hawkeye can hit for 2, so that's just going to hit that. When this reaches 0, we flip this, and we flip Norman Osborn. So that enters play with 2 counters on it. And we take 4 indirect damage, a lot of which I think is just going to go right onto Agent 13. In fact, I think at least 2 of it will, possibly even more. So 2 of that damage is going on to Agent 13. We'll have Cap take 1, and we'll have Agent 13 off herself for this turn. So we haven't used Cap's ability yet. So I'm going to discard Heroic Strike to ready Cap. We'll put this token out here to remind ourselves. He can hit 1 more time for 3. I think he will. We got to start dealing the damages. We're going to flip because we're going to need to heal soon. Actually, before we flip, do we want to Tenacity? No, we don't want Tenacity. We're going to flip. We will Steve's Apartments to heal 1 and draw 1. We drew a Strength in Numbers. Using Avengers Tower and Steve's ability, we can play Wonder Man. We'll keep this Strength in Numbers to make our next turn like a really big one. And we'll call that... actually, Wonder Man will thwart for 1. I guess for 2, but just to keep that at as low a threat as we possibly can. He can't thwart, I guess, when he's on Green Goblin's side, but still, I get terrified. Alright, so we are drawing up to 6. Strength in Numbers, Power of Leadership, Heroic Strike, Falcon, Tenacity, and Fearless Determination. And we can actually play Falcon, because we've got Avengers Tower and 3 Avengers out. So, it is our go. Or his go. So he gets a threat. This guy tries to thwart, and instead he removes 1 counter here. And then we get a Hydra Soldier for Hydra. Let's get rid of our token for our ability, and we'll get going. So Falcon is currently reduced by 2 when I use Avengers Tower. So I can play him for just a Power of Leadership, which I think I will. And yeah, we're going to arrows that guy. Good catch, everyone that yelled at me. If you could do all my arrows for me, that would be great. Alright, so we played Falcon. We've got to reveal the top 3 cards. So there's an Assault as a Treachery, Mad Genius as a Treachery, and Goblin Glider. So we can remove all the threat from here. And then let's look at these. If we're going to end in hero form, so he's going to attack us. He's going to get 0 boost. Then he's going to attack us again as his second encounter card. So, what do we want to do about that? That sounds horrible. Well, first, let's heal 1. Draw a card. We'll draw another card with Adventure's Mansion right away. I really wish I could guarantee myself a Avengers Assemble, but I think 2 of them are in my discard pile. Because I could Strength for Numbers for 4, which seems really good. I still think we might do that. We're going to heal quick for 3, because we need all the healths. We get health. Then we will flip. No more alter ego actions for us today. We will play that Strength in Numbers, exhausting all 4 of our guys to draw 4 cards. Genius, Heroic Strike, Lead from the Front, Power of Leadership. So no Avengers Assembled. That was brutal. We do have a Fearless Determination, so we get 1 more chance. It's a Strength in Numbers. I guess that helps us set up our next turn. We'll pay 2 with Super Soldier Serum. And a Lead from the Front to Heroic Strike. So that's going to hit Goblin for 6, which means we're going to go down to 9. There you go. And he is my favorite thing, stunned. Then we will pay 2 for another copy of Tenacity. We will discard a card to ready and hit for 2 more. We've now used our ability, but we're going to end our turn there. So we're readying everybody up. All of our friends. Oh, we can't actually attack him. So we had to discard and attack this Hydra Soldier before we hit him. That guy has guard. Duh. So let me put 2 back on the boss when I find it. And we would have had to discard and hit Hydra Soldier before we do anything else. So we gain this extra encounter card. Okay. We're still readied up. I kind of don't want to discard anything because I have a Heroic Strike, a Power of Leadership, a Lead from the Front, and a Strength in Numbers. So I'm going to draw 1 card. It's Morale Boost. Maybe that was a mistake. We'll see. Bad guy's turn. He is going to get a threat. We should ready ourselves so we don't forget. We can defend. I keep forgetting we can defend in this game. All right, well, he's stunned, so that's good. We get 2 encounter cards. So the first one is he attacks us. So for this attack, we will do we want to defend? We know another attack is coming up. And we kind of need, we can't take 4 plus, it's going to be a 6. So yeah, we're going to defend. So he's attacking for 4, 5, 6, 7. So good thing we defended. We lose 4. He loses 1. Just retaliate. Whoop, whoop. And then this other card is he attacks again. Brutal. We're going to have an ally block, I think. I guess we could block and hope he doesn't flip a 3. Let's do that. Okay, he doesn't flip a 3. And he removes this. So we're going to Grim Rule it and assume that he would still hit us for 4. But that he would go back to his Criminal Enterprise form after the hit. We're going to have to spend some turns healing here soon. Alright, that was brutal. I thought we were in control there. We are going to Strength in Numbers for 4. Got 1 card left in my deck, and it is not Avengers Assembled. We drew Avengers Assembled, so that's good. It's good news for everyone. Just before we forget, we're going to pay for Avengers Assembled, so that'll ready everybody and give everybody +1/+1. That lets us really go crazy. We have to remember we're going to take that indirect damage, which maybe we want to do that and return him to life with his helmet. That would not be the end of the world right now. Now we could flip and heal after that. That seems really good. So that was that. Everybody's got +1/+1 stats, huh? Seems really good. We're going to give them +2/+2 with a lead from the front. So we will also draw that last card with Avengers Mansion, giving us one of these. Okay. So everybody's got +2/+2. So Cap is going to swing for 4. Or no, Squirrel Girl's going to swing first. She'll die and she'll trigger this to tell that he's shuffled. To tell Norman to flip. And he flips, so we're going to take 4 indirect. So we're going to assign 3 here. Use Cap's helmet to heal. And then we'll assign 1 to Falcon. That's the 4 indirect damage that we took. Then Cap will swing, and he's swinging for 4. Maybe this was a mistake, because I can't really take all that damage. Let's discard a card to ready Cap, and we'll flip. We'll then heal 3 and heal 1 with Steve's Apartment, so we're healing 4 total. That means if we do flip Green Goblin, we at least survive. we do need to shuffle this deck for our 1-card draw. Unfortunately, all these allies are going to end up in our discard pile, which is not ideal, but I think we'll survive. I would have liked to use Cap like 3 or 4 times that turn with Tenacity, but I needed to heal before I take Green Goblin to stage 3, and you will all soon see why. Okay. Drawing a card. It is Strength in Numbers. We've already played Avengers Assemble this turn, so we can't do that again. That sucks. Alright. What do we want to do? Falcon is a big dude right now. He's a 4, so we'll attack with him. That is going to trigger Green Goblin into his next Green Goblin phase. When revealed, you take 4 damage, and that you targets your identity card. So Steve's back down to 1 health. And whenever he would scheme, he's going to flip back over. So he's going to end up flipping over, but we're going to get him reset up with 22 health. I'm going to use 2 10s because we're going to hit him right away with our other allies. So we will discard this Shield Toss to have Wonder Man attack for 5. So that 10 will become 2 2s and a 1. We'll leave that there now because Hawkeye is going to attack for 3 and remove some of it. So he's down to 14. There's not much else we can do, so we're just going to ready up and hope for not death. So bad guy turn. He gets a threat. He tries to scheme, but he doesn't, and he removes 2 madness counters when he's in Green Goblin form. So he's going to flip right back over on us. Annoying. And then we get 2 encounter cards. I need to draw up. So I have Strength in Numbers and Heroic Strike. I'm going to keep both. So I am up to 6 cards. I have Heroic Strikes, 2 Strength in Numbers, 2 Resource cards, and another Heroic Strike. So as long as we live, we can flip and get him. This needs 2 on it now. So now we do our 2 encounter cards. Our first one is another Hydra Soldier, so maybe we can't kill him. Our second one is another dude with guard. So we've got to do 22 health, 22 damage next turn, and we could win. We have 12 in our hand with Heroic Strikes. So we'll see how that goes. It's our go. We're going to heal 1 and draw a card. We got to find an Avengers Assembled is what we need. We're going to draw a card with Mansion. There's an Avengers Assembled. So I can strengthen numbers for 3 more cards because they're all at 1 life, which means once I ready them with Avengers Assembled, that'll be the end of it. I'm deciding if I even want to heal. I gotta heal because he's gonna flip and hit me in the face. So I've got to heal 3 more. Good thing I remembered that. Because I don't have a shield block in my hand. Shield block could block that damage when he flips, which is really nice with Cap. So we can flip now. Luckily, everyone's exhausted, so we can pay with Genius and Power of Leadership for our Avengers Assembled. I'm going to keep our buffs over here so we don't forget about them. So that readies everybody, and they all get +1/+1. We will Fearless Determination, again keeping my buffs over here, and I draw a card to replace it. It's a 3rd Heroic Strike, in case we needed that. I think we'll pay 2 for a lead from the front, so everybody is +2/+2, and Cap gets 1 extra thwart. Gosh, I wish I had something that could only hit for 2, but I don't. Oh, Hawkeye, use your arrows, bro. Use your arrows. Okay. Hawkeye is going to come in, kill this Hydra Soldier. That gives us one of these for later, possibly. And kills Hawkeye. Sad days. We have an Agent 13. I like the idea of using her. So we're going to pay 1, 2, 3 for an Agent 13. So we'll remove 2 threat here. And she gets this lead from the front buff still, so she can take out this other guy. Both the guard guys are now gone. She takes a consequential damage. Da, 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 da. So we could hit him for... We still have to flip him. Gosh. Ugh, and I don't have enough resources to play Heroic Strike anymore. So do we even want to flip him? I mean... So Falcon could flip him, which would be great. Then Wonder Man could hit him for 5 for a card from my hand. I could hit him for 4, and then I could ready with Tenacity. So yeah, we want to flip him. So Falcon's going to take one for the team, clearing State of Madness, and flipping Norman. Cap will take 4 damage. It's not an attack, so he doesn't get to retaliate. It's a bummer. And Falcon is toast. Then we will attack with Cap for 4. We'll ready Cap by discarding a card from our hand. Attack with Cap for 4 more. So that's going to put him down to 6 hit points. He's real close. We will pay a fist and use Tenacity to ready Cap. Attack for another 4. Hitting him down to 2. And we luckily have a physical resource left in our hand. So we can use that other Tenacity to ready Cap and hit him for the last 2. So Cap hit 4 times in that last turn. We could have finished it with Wonder Man, but wanted to show the Captain America punch, 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 punch attitude. So that was Captain America against State of Madness, Risky Business, Green Goblin. So we've got one more villain to take on with this deck. And then I think we're going to move on to a Captain Marvel Aggression deck using some of the new Aggression cards before Thor's pack comes out. So we will be using just cards from the core set, from Miss Marvel's pack, and from Cap's pack to make a really fun Captain Marvel deck. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. There'll be one more in this Captain America series. If you have a preference on which camera layout you liked the best, let me know. Because they all fit in our office, and I'm still trying to figure out which ones and which cameras work the best. So thanks for tuning in.